Hi, this is CK at CK Education, and today I want to talk about this topic of going to a good college and going to a bad college. Everybody wants to go to a good college. They don't want to go to a bad college. But this is based on the assumption, the wrong premise, I think, that there are good colleges and bad colleges in America. Now, you might say, well, when I say good college, I want to go to a better one. Like, MIT is better than my local public school here, isn't it? Like my public college, or Boston University, or one of the Ivy League schools, or Chicago, or Northwestern, or Duke. Aren't these better schools than, some of the local schools, public schools, public colleges? So people say, I don't want to go to bad college. I just want to get into a good college. I've heard this, 1,000 times. I want to go to a good college. And I always ask people, what do you mean by good college? And it always goes back to, well, like a better name, a well-known college. And I say, well, why is that? Why do you want to do that? Because it'll give me more opportunities, or some people say it'll help me get a better job, or, whatever. But the truth of the matter is, and like just in my previous video where I talked about college rankings are, nobody cares about college rankings, okay, in the real world. It's the same thing with this thing. There's no good college, bad college. I mean, it's fair. If someone were to ask me, can you name a bad college in America? It'd be very difficult to name a bad college in America. Because I bet you, like, okay, just here in Maryland State, let's say the public school that everybody wants to go to is University of Maryland College Park. Oh, I want to go to College Park. Okay. And I said, well, what about UMBC? That's another University of Maryland public college. I don't know. That's not as highly ranked as College Park. So people kind of look down on UMBC. And then I said, well, what about Towson University? I don't know. That's not ranked very high. Okay. So everybody looks at it that way. They think of it as like College Park is, University of Maryland College Park is the highest ranked. So that's the best one. And then if you can't get into that, UMBC is the second best. And if you really can't get into that, Towson is like the third best. It's like that's the one you settle for if you can't get into the other ones. But let me tell you something. I know a lot of people who went to Towson University who are very successful. Okay, I just do. I know personally people who've gone to Towson University who are very successful. I also know a lot of people went to College Park, University of Maryland College Park, the one that is supposedly a better school, and they're unemployed. Okay. Now we can go outside of the state of Maryland. I know a lot of people who went to Ivy League schools who are not doing very well in their careers. And then I know people who went to, like I said, Towson University or public universities who are doing very well. I even know people who didn't ever even graduate from college, just doing really, really well. It comes down to the person. There's no real good college, bad college. All colleges are good. If you go to college and you do well and you become really good at what you're doing, you can be successful in that field, period. It doesn't matter what college you went to. Once you get out in the real world, if you're really good at what you do, you will rise. Okay, you will rise to the top. It's that people will notice if you do a great job, if you're a great employee. I mean, especially if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, then it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's just what kind of value do you bring to the marketplace? The marketplace will pay for great quality service or product. And so, that's a whole different game. But, if you're an employee, like most people are, it really matters only that you're really good at what you do. It doesn't matter what school you went to. So don't get all hung up on there's good college, bad college. I don't want to go to this school because that's a bad school. I don't want to go to this school because it's a good school. I want to go to this school because it's a good school. Look, you can be a bad student at a good college. You can be a kick butt student at a lower ranked college. Again, but lower rank means nothing. It's of no consequence to your career success. So don't get hung up on this. Don't get all obsessive. Look, I've said this many, many times, but my advice is to go to a nearby public school that you can commute to from home, because that will save you like 40% on your total college expenses per year. And you want to work through college and you want to get no student loans, no debt. So when you're 22 years old, you are debt free. No student loans, zero debt when you're 22 years old. That is how you start out your career. Not you have $80,000, $100,000 in student loans because you went to some school that was very, very expensive and well known. Okay. Your chances of getting a job doesn't go up because you went to a more well-known school. Your chance of career advancement doesn't go up. I mean, it just, you have to, it's the person you are and how good you are at what you do that will determine your success in your career. I always tell people it's not the school, it's when you step into that interview, when you are across the table or across the, I guess these days, across the camera, you're doing a Zoom or a Skype interview, whatever, it is the person you are that's going to come through, not what school you went to. Okay, so you have to work on becoming what kind of person you want to become and how good you are at what you do, not rely on, I went to this school or I graduated with this GPA. I see a lot of people make that mistake. It's a huge mistake where you sort of rest on your laurels, you rest on your credentials, you rest on, well, I went to Columbia, or I went to this, or I went to that, or I got this GPA, I graduated magna cum laude or something. Nobody cares, okay? When you're sitting across that person in an interview, that person is looking at you as a human being, and you have to be a great interviewee, and you have to have skills, you have to have certain attributes that people are looking for. And I will make videos about how to interview successfully and that kind of thing, probably in the future. But that's a whole different topic. But you have to work on what kind of person you want to become, and you have to work on becoming very good at what you do. Those are the two things that you got to work on. And you can't rest on what school you went to, what your school name was, what your GPA was, what your college ranking was. Nobody cares about that, okay? So there's no good school, bad school. There's only good students, bad students. There's good candidates, bad candidates. There's people who are very good at what they do and people who suck at what they do. And you have to decide which road you want to take and where you're going to spend your energy to become the best candidate, the best worker, the best business owner, the best person that you can be. And those kind of things will determine your success, not college. So I'm sorry to tell you, if you went to an expensive school and you graduated from an expensive school and you thought that that was going to get you something, but you're now disappointed because, man, I went to school, I graduated, but what was that worth? I mean, now I'm in the same interview with everybody else. I'm in the same position as everybody else. I'm getting paid like everybody else. And they didn't even go to the school that I went to. And you're disappointed. You got to get over it, like right now. Okay, you got to move on. Work on becoming a better person, filling your mind with the right mindset, which is the most important thing, and work on becoming really, really good at what you do. Those are the things that you got to work on, and those are the things that are going to help you become successful. Okay, so again, colleges, who cares? It's not that big a deal. All right. So anyway, I hope that's helpful, and thanks again, as always, for watching this video up to this point and staying with me. There are many other videos. As of this point, I have over 90, almost 100 videos, and I add new ones every single day. Literally every day I upload new videos on college admissions and career success and mindset for success and money and personal finance, parenting advice, all these kind of things on my channel. So I encourage you to check those out. I'm not saying this to get more views or more subscribers. I don't care about that, okay? I'm not trying to monetize here. I just want you to be helped. I want you to watch it. I want you to learn. I want you to change. And I want you to become better. I want you to be successful. And I just want to share all the knowledge and experience that I have had and I continue to have in my life and in my career. And I hope just that they are helpful to you. So that's my whole motivation with the channel. So anyway, I hope you watch them, and thanks again for watching, and until my next video, I hope you stay well.